Hello, happy Friday, family. I am hoping that you all are doing well today. Let's see, I'm doing okay. I have been getting this message, so I thought I'd better get it out, at least get it recorded. I've got some frankincense burning in the background. I've meditated. This is a good time and a good place to be at right now for this. So, they make mountains out of molehills while you create abundance out of nothing. Right? They make mountains out of molehills while you create abundance out of nothing. And then I had been receiving just the number 17, which takes me back to the tarot. I'm thinking, okay, the star. But oftentimes when a number just keeps popping up in my head like that, it means that my guides want me to actually check out something in the Bible. So I was thinking maybe Psalm 17, which is lovely. It's a prayer for protection, I believe. But when I just opened up my Bible, it opened up to 1 Kings 17, verse 11. So 1 Kings 17 is titled Elijah Announces Famine. But when I can draw the conclusion that I opened it up to exactly where I needed to, which is funny because it is 17. So what a beautiful synchronicity and great confirmation for this read. So going down into this part of the story, it's about Elijah meeting a widow. So I've made some notes here. Please forgive me if I read and I'm not making eye contact with you. So Elijah was commanded by God to go to the city of Zarephath. I hope I didn't butcher that. To meet a widow who was guided by God to help him. Now, mind you, please go back and read this if you feel called to, but Elijah had announced a famine. He was an incredible channel for the divine. And so he did it as he was commanded to do. So he comes to this city and he meets this widow as she is gathering wood. And he asks for a cup of water and a slice of bread. And she says that she's actually gathering the wood to use the last little bit of flour in her jar and oil in her jug to make food for her and her son before they die, because again, there is a famine going on. And here comes Elijah asking for these things anyway. So, but he's being obedient, and so Eliza tells her to make him a loaf and then to make her and her son one after. And even though she's fearful that there's not going to be enough for everybody to eat, she does do what she's told. She's obedient. And essentially her son and Elijah were able to eat. The whole household was able to eat for many days without the flour ever running out in the jar or the oil ever running out in the jug. The two containers never became empty. She continued to be able to pull from those things, and they were provided for, right? And it's because of their obedience. And so I guess I was just being called to share that with you all today. I'm gonna pull a few cards, but I think there is a group of us within this collective who have yet to see physical abundance, who have yet to, oh, this is interesting. Okay, so I think that there is a group of us where our calling is actually to be the abundance, to be the manifestors in that way, to be in such close connection with the divine that we are led to situations and led to places where we use our expertise, our gift of being able to take pretty much nothing and make something from it, because that is a true amazing gift that not everybody has. Not everybody has that vision. To be able to stretch things for really, stretch things way further than you'd ever think that they would go. And I'm picking up that this is from personal experience, this is how you have learned that you are good at this. You are a natural problem solver. But there's just a little bit of magic in what you do, because you always seem to create what you need out of a seemingly nothing, is what they're saying. They keep saying seemingly nothing, seemingly, because you see so far beyond what your eyes see. You see how the creation comes together, and through your obedience and through your faith and your trust in the unseen, you make it happen. And you make it happen very gracefully, is what they're saying. Your guides want you to be really, really proud of yourself, because, like I said earlier, this is a collective who hasn't, for the most part, hasn't actually seen that physical inheritance, that physical abundance in their life just yet. It's because you're not. This is how God is tempering you. This is how the divine is molding you, and how your whole team, your whole spiritual family on the other side, or the unseen that are helping you, whatever resonates with you, angels, ancestors, God, the divine, whatever, ascended masters, what they're wanting for you to do is develop this understanding and this knowing of this gift that you have, right? And they couldn't do that by just giving you everything that you needed and more. There was no way that you were going to discover the depths of your strength and your abilities. Basically, they had to apply pressure. They needed to put you in these situations so that you were kind of forced to prove it to yourself that you could rub two sticks together, right, and create fire. Or that you could have the most minimal amount of actual food, all right? Food security is a real thing these days, and a whole separate topic, but I think I'm getting like several of you here, you've really had nothing, but you have known who you are, and you have held on to that knowing, and you have held on to your faith that you will be rewarded, you will be given blessings, but you also have developed a faith and a state of being that allows for you to be joyful and content and happy with the things that you do have, even though somebody from the outside looking in would clearly say this person is struggling and has nothing. How is this person so joyful? How is this person able to take the nothing that they have and still be surviving? And not just surviving, again, be happy in the situation in that they are in, with the circumstances that they have. Wow, this is really powerful stuff. I'm getting a lot of visions of like really mystical experiences, and maybe some of you have been experiencing some supernatural things, or maybe in your dream state. I know I had a very interesting dream last night, and I do every night for the most part. There was a lot of supernatural activity within my dream last night that is not new, but it's not often that those kinds of things happen. And you know what? It involved a passed over loved one. And so maybe for some of you in this collective, you've got a passed over loved one who is helping you, who is guiding you. Somebody that you're very aware is a part of your team, is a guide for you. They want you to start talking to them more. The signs you're seeing are real. All right, like they want you to use them. I'm seeing two fingers with a seed, like faith of a mustard seed. They want you to use that to step forward. I wonder if we'll get the full card today. Like they want you to take steps forward, because in taking steps forward, you're going to be able to move on from your 3D state of lack, right? Because even though you've cultivated this strength inside of you, and this faith and this gratitude There you get this gratitude for the things that you already have and the gifts that that have been bestowed upon you. Okay. It's gonna take a little bit of forward movement. And I heard walk away. This might be confirmation, or quite possibly for one or two of you, it's your guides and spirit's way of telling you it's time to walk away from something that's no longer serving you. It's draining you of your internal resources that allow for you to make huge abundance out of nothing. I think something's draining some of you, and you know what it is, and your guide, your pastor, your loved one is telling you, hey, listen to me, listen to these signs. You're going to be cared for. Like the widow in this story, you are going to be cared for, but I need you to do this for me. Okay, and in some cases, I think it's something about walking away from what does not serve you, even if it looks even if it looks like a mountain, it's really just going to be a molehill in your life. Wow. Okay. Interesting. So maybe you have somebody in your ear telling you that you don't have the resources to do what you want to do. You've got something or somebody who is not for you, and the limiting ideas and beliefs that they're putting in your head are affecting you. They're making you forget how magical you are, and that all you need is what you have inside of you. But if you continue to listen to this person or this group or engage in this activity, whatever it is that's causing doubt, what it's doing is it's putting layer after layer of doubt and limit on you, and you are a limitless being. But if that's not at the forefront of your mind at all times, you're not going to manifest what is for you. You really, again, I'm going to say it until I can't. You have to believe to see. That's what faith is, okay? And you can believe in the unseen in two ways, all right? You can believe in the fear. You can lean into the fear, because fear is brought on by things that are unseen. Most of the time, what we irrationally fear are the what ifs of situations, not the reality of it. Because we have the ability to create whatever narrative we want. So this is about some of you out there taking on somebody else's narrative and believing it to be true. It's not. It is really not. Whatever this narrative is, it is filled with limiting beliefs and ideas and roadblocks and pressure that's not the right kind of pressure, and it just fills you with doubt and makes you not move forward. It makes you not take that leap of faith, but you need to. You need to do it. Make a list if you need to of the things that you could take a leap of faith on, and let your inner guidance lead you to the one to start with. Okay, because as limitless beings of light, we more often than not, we pretty much always have more than one option. So it might be good to sit down, pen to paper, make a list, and then really let your meditate on it. Let God and your guides give you what you need in terms of making that decision. And then once you have a decision in your head made, it becomes so much easier to take the step forward. I don't even know if I'll pull any cards today, honestly. I think this has been a really clear message for somebody out there, that you are absolutely incredible and so gifted. You're gifted in a way that is so special. I'm hearing the word clever. You're clever. You're an outside of the box thinker. I'm also hearing neurodivergent. You know what? I'm starting to think that I'm here talking to a collective of people that resonate with that term. Probably because I do. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? All these aha moments that we have when we can talk out loud and really hear our thoughts and hear the higher guidance. So anyway, it is time to, because you are an outside of the box thinker, step outside of the box you're already outside of, if that makes sense to anybody. Make your list or do what you need to do to take that step forward. But I think the priority needs to be figuring out what's introducing limits into your life. How are limits coming into your life, and how are they prohibiting you from moving forward? Because God is saying, I'm like, you're activated, you're ready to go. I'm needing for you to move forward. I'm needing to actually utilize you now. You're my chosen, or you're my tool, you're my channel. Like, it's time for us to co-create and work together so that we can make some magic, so that we can create abundance out of seemingly nothing. I want to show you, and I want to show the whole world through you, how powerful and how benevolent and amazing I am. But I need for you to remove the limits so that we can perform these miracles. Okay. You're a miracle worker. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. That's like, it's giving me goosebumps for real. I am talking to somebody who is here to perform literal miracles in people's lives. And I'm really getting a sense that this is on like a macro scale, like a global scale. Who am I talking to? Who is this person? We're waiting for you to move forward. That's all I can say. I can't even bring to mind what that would look like to see that in action in our modern world. Somebody who performs literal miracles on such a scale. You're going to be known worldwide for what you can do. You really are. There is a collective of you out there who are here to be prophets, but beyond that, to actually like heal people just by thinking about it, or heal people with your hands. You're creating abundance out of seemingly nothing. How are you doing this? Because you have agreed to be this channel, and God has chosen you to be this channel for his miracles. Wow, this is really powerful stuff. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. Guys, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and have a great weekend. Be safe, and I guess get into this 1Kings 17 story, because I think there's something there for you. And maybe also Psalm 17 might be important for somebody to, just the number 17 in general, if you resonate with it being a star. Maybe you're an Aquarius. I don't know. It's Aquarius season. Maybe this is when like the miracles start happening, like in everyday life. Maybe it just is going to become something normal. I don't know. Wouldn't that be fabulous? What a great vision. All right, you all. I am sending you so much love and light and healing today, in all those places and facets and areas where you need it, and for a lot of you where it's really hard to talk about it, so you don't. Okay? Until next time. Bye-bye.